So that was absolutely insane. Can you believe what just happened? Jordan Love comes in here in the fourth quarter after the Packers looked so sloppy all day on offense. They couldn't get anything going. 0 points through 3 quarters, where last week we had 24 points through 3 quarters. And then all of a sudden, Jordan Love says, guys, it's time. It's time for me to arise to this occasion here. My first time in Lambeau Field. And I'm gonna finish this one for us. The Packers put up 18 points and beat the Saints 18-17 in Jordan Love's first start of his career at Lambeau Field. This was a very, from the start, this game was just bad. It was just straight up bad. I mean, you probably felt the same way watching this from home. I was sitting there thinking to myself, wow, this is just, the offense was sloppy. The Saints defense was just shutting us down. Receivers couldn't get separation. Love was not throwing the nicest balls. He missed Musgrave early in the game on a deep route. He throws that pick where he just sort of chunks it up. The safety gets it. The running game wasn't really working. And luckily, the Packers defense kept us in this one just long enough for Jordan Love to say, all right, it's time to get going. It's time to turn things up a notch. We got some business to get done. And he came in, has a beautiful, read option run-in touchdown, 2-point conversion. Then he hits Dobbs on the beautiful touchdown catch. And the Packers escape this game 2-1 heading into Thursday night's game against the Lions, where we probably, I'm guessing, if I had to guess, get Watson and Jones back, Aaron Jones. And so, this was just it was like the opposite of last game. Last game, we scored 24 points in the first 3 quarters, and then everyone decided to stop playing. We lose that game. But this week, we were the ones coming back from behind after the Saints all day long had held this offense in check. They sort of just couldn't do it. They had done it long enough, and finally, it just broke. We come away with a victory. And so, there are so many things and takeaways I have from this game. And you could go through in the first 3 quarters and just sort of break down all the sloppiness, the penalties, the holding, the false starts. It was just bad all around from the offense. But I think my biggest takeaway from this game is what Jordan Love was able to do down 17. He didn't, just start playing poorly. He didn't keep playing poorly. He turned things around. He brought the energy. He brought the intensity. And that's the kind of thing you want to see from your QB, from your leader. And we're still so early into Love's career, and so it's like we haven't seen that many moments where he has these big opportunities and big moments. And I think last week, seeing the opportunities he had to keep the lead and stay up, and he had the final drive last game to potentially come in and give the Packers a victory, he couldn't get it done. And I saw some people discussing, can we trust Love in those kind of moments? And today we saw that we can trust him. A moment is not going to be too big for Jordan Love. I think all of us have witnessed the poise that he has, just how calm he is in every situation. We witnessed that tonight because the Packers were pretty much, it seemed like they lost this game. I even saw the ESPN win probability. At one point, it said 100% chance or it was close to 100, that the Packers were going to lose that game, and they come around and turn it on. And now this Jordan Love-led team is sitting at 2-1. And so I just love what we saw from this offense. The fact that this team didn't give up, it was nice to see that energy come out because the energy was lacking all game long, and it just felt like, oh man, I know we're missing some of our top players. I know we're missing Bakhtiari, Jenkins, Watson, Jones. And so I get why there were some issues there against a very, very solid Saints defense who was, number 5 overall scoring defense in the first 2 weeks of the NFL, and they showed that for 3 quarters. They were locking down our receivers. Love had trouble finding open guys. They were the occasional guy, but lots of the time he was having to force throws because just no one was really that wide open until the 4th quarter. And so now, looking to next week and the next few weeks, we're going to get most likely, all of us can hope, we get Christian Watson back. That's going to change everything. Add on top Aaron Jones. That's also going to change everything. Hopefully, Bakhtiari will be able to come back soon, and Jenkins, who knows. But to see this team win the way that we did, it gives me some confidence for what this team can do going forward and sort of build off this kind of victory, because even though it didn't go well majority of the game, we still somehow found a way to win. And at the end of it, you just want to find a way to win. Obviously, we can't have this kind of game every time. If we had it every time, I'd be fine if we win. You know what I mean? But the sloppiness for the first 3 quarters, I assume this week Matt LaFleur is going to try to get all those things ironed out. It is a very young team, and I think we've seen lots of that. The lack of communication, some penalties, things like that. But all in all, great game. And also, we have to give lots of credit to Joe Barry and this Packers defense, who only allowed 10 points to the Saints. Sure, they got 17. One of them was a punt return touchdown. But still, holding the Saints to 10 points, all of them which were in the first half. The defense dominated the second half. Of course, Carr goes down after the injury. Jameis Winston comes in. But the Packers only allowed 175 yards in the passing game. Only allowed 77 rush yards at 3.5 yards per carry. So a week after getting gashed by Bijan Robinson and that rushing attack, allowing over 200 yards, we hold them to 77. The pass rush played great. Rashawn Gary finishes with 3 sacks. All in all, very solid day from the defense. Also looking at the pressure on Jordan Love, he had some pressure there, but he only was sacked 1 time overall. So we have to give props to what this defense did after having a very poor showing last week. And I would have said this loss was all in the offense if they wouldn't have turned around in the fourth quarter. But the offense said, let's go. Jordan Love said, let's go. And we get the victory. So I'm very excited right now. This is amazing. Just also witnessed the Vikings go to 0-3 right after the game ended. So it's just a great day to be a Packers fan. And I'm going to sit and rest in this for the rest of the day and probably the rest of the week till Thursday. And hopefully we can beat the Lions and be 3-1. That would be amazing to start this Jordan Love era. So thank you for watching. I'm guessing you guys feel the same way. But I'll be out with more videos breaking down everything Packers as always. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that. But that is it for this one. I'll see you guys next time.